who have successfully undergone the inaugural recognition for prior running assessment and certification. A total of 1,804 Your Excellency candidates had submitted application for assessment, and this first cohort managed to meet the requirements within the provided timelines. Among the 1,834 applicants, 65% were male and 35% were female, indicating an urgent need to encourage girls and women to apply for recognition for prior running, because we know they had quite a number, and we are flexible and easier, such that they don't have sometimes to go any given institution, but the assessors will be able to go to where they are working, and it is only when we find probably there are a few gaps here and there, something which that they will be required probably for 1 week or two to go where they will be able to make those particular skills in a manner that is required. This, Your Excellency, is one of the magic bullets that will have brought millions of skilled Kenyans into high returns, productive economic, both locally and internationally. For instance, in 2019, a survey by the International Labour Organization indicates that over 83% of the workforce driving Kenya's economy are in the informal sector, with skills but no qualifications. Now we are happy that they will be able to get the necessary requisite qualifications. It is again this broad background that the Ministry of Education is comprehensive, recognized prior running policy to, in order for us to appreciate and recognize the diverse competencies against prescribed standards, regardless of when, where, and how they were acquired. That's when we don't want to know, as long as you have and skills. The individuals going through the RPL require formal qualification that matches their knowledge and skills, thus improving their employability, mobility, lifelong social inclusion, and the service team. And Your Excellency, I said, these particular qualifications will make it possible for us to have entrepreneurs from here, because now, rather than depending on other people as contractors, this will also enable them to be contractors. Some of them will gain subcontracts in what my friend Hinga is doing in housing, and I hope that Hinga, you will have so many of them to get into that category, so that we have entrepreneurs from this particular group. I'm also happy to know that additional instrument to aid implementation has also been developed. This, Your Excellency, includes a policy framework where we also have TVETA with their standards, we have NITA, we have other guides and the tools for purposes of who will be able to apply for the same. It is my trust that with this formalizational process, all the RPL actors will work collectively and provide unemployed people, refugees, immigrants, and marginalized groups to be able to uplift and enhance their skills in this. Young people, and we appreciate you for dedicating your time to apprenticeship, and now you remaining 924 candidates and not on them, including those who have not applied, Your Excellency. So that they can be able to be able to go to for further training. Because one other thing, Your Excellency, that you and His Excellency, the President, have done is also enhancing access, because we now have the Open University of Kenya. You can proceed, you do your diploma, and we are offering those courses in the Open University of Kenya. You can be able to run from the comfort of your home, and you can be able to get a degree, and opportunities are open. You can even be able to proceed up to PhD level. Your Excellency, therefore, I hope that their certificates in a few weeks or months to come. Let them not give up. There are only few areas where they will be able to fill the gaps, and then from there we will be able to give them their certificates. Your Excellency, again, to say that in sector of Tibet, the one which is going to produce the required manpower in this country. And you know what we had there before, a lot of theory. We have said no. With His Excellency the President, because we had to reinstate CIDAC. CIDAC is the one which has the mandate of developing the curriculum and also administration of the exams, and we are now on the right path, the right trajectory, and making sure that we will be able to produce the very best from our Tibet institutions. And finally, Your Excellency, we have also had CPET, where the same we have in CPC, we are now ensuring that it is getting entrenched in institutions, and also running in our Tibet institutions, which is a combination of practical and theory. Will offer the best not only in the region but internationally. Can we now please be upstanding as we welcome His Excellency the President to make his remarks. Makofi kwa His Excellency.
The Cabinet Secretary, Gachagua, the PSS President, our development. Good afternoon. It's a significant day in our education system as we launch the recognition of prior learning policy and witness confirmation of Cohort 1 graduates. On behalf of our President, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, I congratulate the cohort, the Ministry of Education, the other education sector stakeholders, including development partners, for making this a reality. In recognition and confirmation of the ability of our artisans, who are the bedrock of our economy, we have elevated their profession and dignified them for what they do best, not the paper they lack. Indeed, today, hard-working, dedicated, focused, and qualified Kenyans who could never have bagged a certificate will walk home with a promise of a job and a bright future for themselves and their families. In these certificates, and empowering them access to unlimited opportunities in the formal sector. For instance, Linet Imbosa, who has worked as a car mechanic in Nairobi for over 5 years, can apply for employment in an automotive assembly. This work, which is an outcome of radical reforms in the education sector that our administration is undertaking, elevates Kenya to one of the few African countries which have acknowledged and embraced recognition of prior learning as a qualification for joining the formal and informal workforce. In this regard, we are sowing and growing seeds of equity and equality as envisioned under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, out of the 19.1 million people and casual labor, by their skills and expertise, the wheels to facilitate transition economy has been missing. We have now sealed that. To job Kenyans working in the Juakali sector. Our decision is informed by the fact that these skilled people acquired competencies through informal and non-formal means, but they have been discriminated against for lack of paper to prove qualification. The impact has been very severe. They cannot secure formal jobs, and if they do, they have limited latitude to negotiate the service that they give. With the launch of the recognition of prior learning, we have removed the barriers and opened the gate for consideration of knowledge, skills, and expertise in employment. Henceforth, our skilled artisans will no longer use folders with pictures to prove knowledge and skills. We are ensuring graduates, ladies and gentlemen, recognition of prior learning will play a critical role in tapping the massive knowledge, skills, and competencies at the bottom of the Kenyan economy. Subsequently, ministries and state departments have been directed to implement a continuous system for information sharing with the State Department for TVET, which is responsible for recognition of prior learning for quick turnaround from accreditation to employment. We count on this group of experts to support the implementation of the Kenya Kwanza plan and, most important, our affordable housing program. In return, these great men and women will earn their livelihood. For example, job opportunities for skilled artisans are plenty in the affordable housing program, new markets, stadia construction, shipping and maritime, among other areas of transformation. This is in addition to the diaspora jobs which our president is negotiating with other countries. A comprehensive advertisement detailing the accreditation institution, location for affordable housing projects, new markets and locations for sports stadia has been availed. Additionally, the advert includes a link for all skilled artisan international jobs. This is through the National Employment Agency under the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, as well as the shipping and maritime jobs, the blue economy and maritime affairs. Recognition of prior learning cannot fail. Recognition of prior learning will not fail. Recognition of prior learning is impactful. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, this is a game changer as established by the Presidential Working Party on Educational Reforms, which submitted its report to the President in June last year. These education sector reforms have defined the intentions of Session Paper number 1 of 2019 on reforming education, training, and research. The session paper emphasizes quality, relevance, inclusive education, and training for sustainable development. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, as we make and mark this great leap, I would like to ask employers to also align job description requirements to accommodate the experts. Today we acknowledge that they are qualified as confirmed by relevant authorities. The Kenya National Qualifications Authority has demonstrated that expertise is not only gained from formal learning institutions. It actually complements our competence-based system, the CBC. Once more, hats off to the first graduates of recognition of prior learning, and congratulations, asanteni sana. Mimi nimefurahi sana kwa sababu hii maneno ya makaratasi ingine yanasumbua sana. Siku najua hata yangu si kubwa sana. Mimi pia niko hapo, yangu ni iko chini. Lakini hata kama iko chini, hii kazi nimepewa mimi nafanya. Si ndio? So hii ni siku ya maana sana. Sana. Na mimi nataka niseme pongezi kwa wale wanafuzu leo, na nimwambie nikiwa hapa mbele iko sawa. You are the drivers of our economy. Na sisi tunajua hata tukipeleka magari yetu kwa hizi kampuni kubwa, wanarudi jioni kutafuta watu ya jua kali kuja kuunganisha mawaya. Tunajua. Si hata hatujui. Hii maduka kubwa ya furniture, watu wamekaa pale wamevaa mzuri, ukiondoka ukishalipa deposit wanaita watu ya jua kali. Lakini wanawalipa kitu kidogo. Sasa nyinyi mmepata nafasi. Muko na makaratasi na muko na ujuzi. Muko mbele kama mfuko ya shati. Yozi wengine wako makaratasi hakuna uju. Sasa nyinyi muko na ujuzi na nini? Sasa nyinyi mungangane. Fight for your space kwa biashara ile iko hii Kenya. Na usikae nyumbani, hakuna mtu atakutoa kwa bibi yako kuitia biashara. Wewe utatoka nje ungangane na wanaume wengine, si ndio? And you guys are great. I want to say this program, na mimi nimpongeze mkubwa wetu Rais William Ruto kwa kusukuma sana hii maneno ya recognition of prior learning. We know instances sisi wenyewe. Mimi pale kwangu unakuta mkubwa ya wapishi ako graduate, mshahara kubwa. Ile watu wako na ujuzi na hakuna makaratasi, mshahara kidogo, lakini ndio wenye kupika. Yule hao akimwambia wewe endelea anakwama. That is the truth. And we are saying now, Public Service Commission and no employers, we must now align recognition of prior learning into our employment structure. I want to give an example. When I became Deputy President, nikaenda pale official residence, na kukaandikwa watu hapo wengi ya kutengeneza nyasi na maua na nini. Okay, sawa. Ile mkubwa ya hiyo watu ni graduate. Ati asimamie ile tapangwa. Mimi nikienda pale kutembea, hati sikuwa nimeingia nikakuta hiyo nyasi nini ni matope, hakuna kazi imefanywa ya maana. Nikiuliza hiyo mkubwa, ako na makaratasi mingi saizi hii, lakini kazi haionekani. Sasa yuko mtu mmoja tu mdogo sana, alikuwa ameandikwa huko kama ile watu ya chini, ile ya 20,000. Mkubwa ni 1,200. Yeye amepelekwa kwa compound nyingine pahali niko na nyumbani kwangu private, anitengenezee nyasi. Sasa mimi nimeenda pale kwa residence yangu private, nimekuta nyasi imekaa mzuri na maua. Kuuliza nikaambiwa ni ile mtu. Nikauliza nani anasimamia? Hakuna, ni yeye mwenyewe anajisimamia na anafanya. Mimi nikasema hiyo mtu anaitwa Simiu, akuje huko official residence, akuwe in charge. Nikaambiwa haiwezekani. Ati kwa nini? Hana makaratasi. Sasa nikauliza, nikaambia yule alikuwa ananiambia haiwezekani, enda pale uone kazi ile na uangalie hii mtu ya makaratasi amefanya. Sasa mimi sina haja na makaratasi, mimi niko na haja na So nikamwambia huyu nikaambia hii mtu anaitwa Simiu to be in charge ya hiyo pahali, mtafute njia ile mshahara hii mtu alikuwa anakula hata muongeze zaidi, kwa sababu kazi yake inaonekana. Today that Simiu fellow, mtu ya chini ndio hapo. Ukienda hapo inang'ara vizuri. We were denied the services of that young man because he has no papers. Yet ujuzi ni zaidi. Kichwa yake imejaa mafikira na mpango ya kazi. Mwingine ni makaratasi tupu. Hatusemi makaratasi ni mbaya. Tunataka makaratasi na ujuzi iunganishwe pamoja. Na hiyo ndio tumemfanyia kama serikali. So watu ya makaratasi sasa mkuwe tayari. Sasa wale wako na makaratasi na wana ujuzi, vile hawa wanatafuta makaratasi na nyinyi mwanze kutafuta ujuzi. Mimi hakuna interview nafanya kwa ofisi. Ukiniambia unaweza kazi hii, nakwambia kwenda fanya pale nione. Unafanya, mimi naangalia, nasema tick. Ukisema unajua kupaka rangi, nakwambia paka hii section hii. Napaka, mimi nakuja naangalia. Because papers must be followed by skills and competence. Skills and competence must be affirmed by papers. So wale wako na ujuzi, waziri, watafutiwe makaratasi. Yeah, it's only fair. Ama sina mna hiyo? Yeah, wale wako na ujuzi watafutiwe makaratasi. Na PS Mwadime, some people came to see me today, wanasema ati house girls wanaenda ngambo, mmesema ati wakuya form 4. Muachane na hiyo maneno. Stop that thing. All these girls who brought up our children, hakuna alikuwa na makaratasi. And they brought them up nicely. Si ndio? Please look into that one. In fact, some people came to see me today. When I told them I'm coming for this program, wakaniuliza Deputy President, na hii house mmetangaza ngambo mnasema at minimum ikuwe form 4. Sasa what is that? We are defeating the whole of this exercise. Kama msichana anajua kuchunga mtoto, na hata kama hana makaratasi ya form 4, siaende akatunze mtoto. Please look into it. I don't think it makes sense to say at house girls wakuwe watu ya form 4. Kama hajui Kizungu, watajifundisha huko wakiangalia mtoto. Hata sisi yote hakuna mtu alikuwa anajua hii Kizungu. You learn on the job, si ndio? Kama ni Kiarabu si watajua. Mtoto analialia hapo nini, anatamka maneno kidogo kidogo. The girls are sharp, they will pick. Through 3 weeks wanaongea Kiarabu, wanaongea Kiingereza, wanaendelea. And I want to say, nataka niseme, hao watoto wetu wanaenda nje. They are really marketing our products. They are really marketing our products. I have seen an upsurge in the taking of Kenyan tea in Saudi Arabia, and unga inaitwa kamagara. Na ni wasichana wetu wameenda na pakiti 2-3. Wamepikia Mwarabu, amesema hii ndio mimi nataka nikuwe nikiku. You know, hii Waarabu, they have no idea on what is good unga. Sasa hii watoto wetu in their own intelligence Amepata kazi huko, amebeba pakiti 2-3. Ameambia Mwarabu na familia, wacha tujaribu hii yake. Mwarabu kukula, anasema basi. So I was talking to the owner of that factory, Joy Millers. He cannot cope with the demand of Kenyan maize meal in Saudi Arabia. And it's our girls. Hao ya Standard 8 wanataka kufugia PS. Msiwafugie. Let them go. Standard 8 si mbaya. They will pick a few English words here and there, ile ya kuomba maji na nini na kuendelea. So watu ya Standard 8 mko hapa? Iko Standard 8 hapa? Mko sawa, hamuko sawa? Watu ya Standard 8 iko sawa? Hata hii masomo ikiwa kidogo, saa ingine hata iko na faida kwa sababu hawajifanyi wajuaji. Unajua wale bado soma sana, they listen. Wanasikiza waambiwe, si ndio? Wale wengine wamesoma sana ni kiburi, wanajifanya they know everything. So please, let us affirm skills and competencies of the Kenyan people, and let us give them an equal chance to participate in national development. And what has happened today is the best thing that could ever happen to this country. And I want to say, wale walikuwa wanasema that the hustler narrative was not real. This is what the hustler narrative is all about. All these people, all these 38 people and Form 4 people who have skills, who have competencies, and nobody recognizes them, belong to the hustler nation. And this is their government, and their government is recognizing them for who they are, for what they know, for the skills they possess, for the competencies that they have. And they must be allowed to take part in the development of this country and fed for themselves and their families. Mimi sitaki nipitisha hapo naweza haribu. Unajua sasa, this is a great day for this country, I can tell you. Wale tunatembea humu vichorochoroni, we know the kind of skills and competencies with the people, and nobody ever gave them a chance to be anybody or to be anywhere. The fact that munaketi hapa leo na deputy president na hii mawaziri, already ni hatua tunasonga. Hapo beleni nyinyi hamungeketi pahali mawaziri wako, si ndio? Lakini hii ni serikali inatabua. So I want to say, CS Machogu, thank you for what you are doing for the Ministry of Education. You've brought a lot of energy into the ministry. Since President William Ruto gave you that docket, you have proved yourself as a CS who knows what he's doing. Wewe kanyangia hapo. Kanyangia hapo. PS Moria, I want to thank you. You are doing a great job around TVET. And you know our president is a vision carrier in matters TVET. The responsibility the president has given you is very high. And the marking scheme is equally high. Because the president, your boss, is also the vision carrier for TVET. So he knows this TVET like the back of his hand. Sasa ujikakamue. Tayari you are doing well. Continue working hard. Sindio? PS Hinga, watu yako yuko hapa sasa. Sasa usipojenga manyumba utasema nini? Pesa tumekupatia juzi. Tumepitisha sheria ya pesa. Shamba ya kujenga manyumba iko. Watu ya kukaa kwa manyumba iko. Wewe mwenyewe uko. Watu ya kujenga ni hawa. Utasema nini? Please. Just do your job. Fanya kazi yako. Si ndio? PS Mwadimu, watu ya kupeleka ng'ambo wako hapa. Wadi hawa wakienda ng'ambo watajikuna. Si hata nyinyi mngetaka kutembea? Si mngetaka kutembea? Wako hapa. Wacha hii watu watembee. Kwani nyinyi pekee ndio mtatembea ng'ambo? Kwani hawa ni watoto ya nani? Si hawa pia ni watoto ya mama? This is your team, PS Mwadime, please. Yeah? Na msiweke hiyo maneno ya makaratasi sana. Hii makaratasi hii ni sawa. Hii Moria anafanya na watu hii ya recognition of prior learning. These are enough papers. Mtu akiwa na hii aingie ndege aende ng'ambo ama meli. Asante sana. Mimi nimeshukuru sana. I'm a very happy person, na hata rais nitamwambia atafurahi. We know now, tukienda kulala, iko wa Kenya pahali walijua mambo mingi walikuwa nazuiwa na hii makaratasi. Na hii makaratasi unajua ni wazungu walilete. Si ni wazungu walileta hii maneno ya makaratasi? Sasa wacha sisi tujipange kikenya. Tujipange kikenya. Aidhuru kama wanasema makaratasi sawa, wewe kama uko na ujuzi, kama makaratasi ndio shida, upewe makaratasi uendelee. Si ndio? Mimi unajua degree yangu ni 1. Wengine wote president ni 3. Hawa wengine 3, 2, mimi niko pale chini. Lakini pia waziri, hata mimi mtengenezee ile recognition of prior learning. Because hata mimi nangangana. Hata sisi tunangangana. Mtu angalie ile tumefanya hata bila hiyo masomo mingi. Mungetaka niangaliwe pia? Nimetosha ama bado tosha? Hata mimi nitengenezwe hiyo makaratasi. Wasinisumbue ati nirudi university, mimi sina wakati saa hii. Wanitafutie makaratasi niendelee. Asanteni sana. May God bless you and bless you abundantly. Asanteni sana.